only by frozen memories. Lost inside, racing all these broken dreams tonight. And we'll
when I'm burning like fire and you walk all the sides. I'm drawn in desire and you have to think twice. It's hard to keep smiling when I try to set things straight. You don't even listen. I'm just getting late, like you're on a mission. Drawn in desire, and you have to think twice. You make me weak. You're the one I seek, and I hate that I love you. I hate that I love you. If I could, and I would, carve out your heart, carve out your heart, and I reincarnate it. It's hard to keep smiling when you're closing every door. I'm trying to open. I tell you love you more, and you say it's broken. You make me weak. You're the one I seek, and I hate that I love you. I hate that I love you. If I could, and I would, carve out your heart, carve out your heart, and I reincarnate it. what I meant by.
You make me feel like home. You turn around, I feel the breeze over me. You watch your dreams unfold. Let it come around and let it breathe over me. It's time to go away into the light. I feel the calming energy. I see the darkness coming, and I'm calling you to help me set me free. I'm calling for you. I'm calling for you.
Good evening and welcome back to Southeast Asia Challenge League. This is season number 10, player number 4. My name is Applesio. I am joined here tonight once again with Wish. How are you going tonight, Wish?
Yeah, not too bad. Pretty hyped to see these two teams play, to be honest. It should be a pretty good game.
Yeah, definitely should be. So we do have quite a bit of action tonight. I was lost for words there for a second. Team 1122 versus Mako. Definitely going to be a decent game. I do believe coming into this one, just to see what we've seen through qualifiers and sort of the first week of Challenger League as well. I do believe that Team 1122 do have a really good shot at taking this one out tonight. So, you know, dominating performance all the way through qualifiers. They didn't play in qualifier number 1, but their performance through the rest of them were great. Mako, they had some good performances through qualifiers, but wasn't as impressive as Team 1122. But in saying that, they did take a 6-6 draw against Wade last week in playday number 1.
Yeah, definitely. Team 112 and Mako, both pretty strong teams, pretty evenly matched, I think, as well. Taking it to Consulate as well, which could spice things up a little bit as well. Consulate, one of those maps that, you know, a lot of window play, a lot of aggressive pushes, and a lot of gun skill, and, you know, just refrag meta, really. So, should be pretty interesting to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, it definitely is going to be interesting. Now, we are just about to kick it off into game number 1. As Wish just stated, we are on Consulate, the first map. So this one definitely is going to be interesting here tonight. Obviously, both strong teams from what I've seen. Definitely excited to see how this one pans out. Consulate being such a map that's heavily stratted already. You have so many strats and so much knowledge on this map. I feel like most teams should have a decent shot at this one.
Yeah, definitely, and we'll see the Jackal being banned straight off the bat, so that's not really too much of a surprise there, seeing that Jackal being banned pretty much 90% of the time in every map. Nomad as well, not really too common of a ban, or not really too uncommon of a ban for Consulate, seeing that people do love to jump out of those windows. So the Clash coming out though as a ban, that definitely is an interesting one there. Probably counter-playing into a bit of Mako's strategy there, so it'll be pretty interesting to see how this one plays out, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely some decent bans coming out. Jackal, obviously, really good if you want to get a heavy roam, especially with how much vertical control you can get on the map. Probably a good idea. Nomad, obviously, really good as well. We all know people love a good run out on this. So, definitely good map bans so far for this map, and obviously, standard mirror for the last as well. So, gonna be a good game this one. I obviously don't know too much about Team Mako myself personally. I have been watching their results over qualifiers and the last week, so I know that they can perform well, especially if they can tie a map with a team like Void, as we did see them play last night. They played quite well, quite aggressive. They had quite a bit of structure and they're really quick to think of their feet. So interested to see how Mako perform against Team 1122 tonight.
Yeah, it looks like the first round here is going to be pretty stock standard top floor hold with Cade coming into play, however. Oh, that's going to be 6 picked out onto the pulse though, so might throw a spanner into the works there if Team 122 do try to do that aggressive admin take without clearing properly with their drones, so we'll just see how this one plays out.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
There
bombs
shouldn't
as
really
they
be
can.
any big surprises here, I don't think.
No, there shouldn't be too many surprises at all. Let me just quickly fix this sound. I'm sorry. Very loud. Anyway, coming into this one, Pulse, I reckon, is a good choice. Utilized very well through a lot of these routes, especially on this map. There's so many angles that people can come through from. IQ, obviously, always decent. So much intel from her.
10 seconds left.
I really feel like the pivotal moment to see this attack team
5 seconds
pushing
to go.
through admin and clearing that one as quickly as they possibly can is going to be really important
Attackers
for them.
must locate and defuse a bomb. The attacker's bomb
Yeah, definitely.
diffuser
There's
has been
Pulse down in
dropped.
Garage though, which
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
I haven't really seen Pulse being played from Garage much, but I'm going to suspect he's going to come back up and try to hold the Visa office as soon as Team 122 do attempt to clear him out, so he might just be waiting downstairs for the perfect moment to really strike while they're going for their execute, which might definitely turn into a really exciting round.
Yeah, it definitely should, and interested to see how this. So they look like they're trying to attack into admin quite heavily here, and we do see most of them there. We do have IQ repelled over those balcony double windows, so that's a nice little angle that they are going to have on advantage for them. They've droned out nicely. They're making so much ground at the moment as well, and we do know that Jaeger's been spotted out. Jaeger's going to push aggressively. Going to get tagged up quite a bit. Tao is going to take down Jimmy though. I'm surprised Jaeger has kept his life there as Poe does get another kill onto Edmund, and he will eventually be fragged out by Cholly there. Interesting push. There's a lot of kills getting traded out here. I'm surprised Jaeger still has his life.
Yeah, pretty interesting to see that Jaeger survived all of that. He definitely shouldn't have, definitely. He should be 100% dead, but he's still alive and kicking, and his team did an excellent job of covering him there, so... And then, obviously, overextended out into the vending area and just absolutely got slaughtered, so... Left up to the Thermite now with the IQ to try to recover what's left of this game. The Jaeger seems to go into admin office and gets to pick onto the Thermite now. Picking up that triple kill and has there. Now just leaving it to the IQ to try to clutch a 1v3 situation. The Jaeger on low health, so it's definitely not undoable, but that Pulse is still in play, so that could be providing some vital intel to where IQ is if she ever enters the building. But looks like she's going to try to make a push into Visa here and not see the Jaeger in the corner, and Mako will take round 1. Has playing pretty outstandingly there as a Jaeger after being left alive, managing to take out 4 players.
Yeah, definitely interesting there. We did see Jaeger get tagged quite heavily at the start there, and I'm surprised that he did actually keep his life and was able to get... I do think he collected a 4K at the end of that round. Maybe? No, because Maestro got 2. Sorry, my bad.
Ah, right,
Yeah. But, you know, to be able to keep his life, he still took out both Thermite and IQ towards the end there. Little to no health, so he held that down really, really well.
Yeah, they really managed to hold that down well, especially with Team 122 coming in with such a strong attack and so confidently, but they obviously weren't prepared for Team Mako there, already with the refrags at literally every corner that they went around, so pretty easy clean up there from Team Mako and easily securing round 1.
Yeah, we do see now that Mako probably going to keep getting quite aggressive, especially when they're bringing into play that Jaeger with Haz. Haz was able to rotate so efficiently there. As soon as he got droned out, he knew, okay, it's time to move. And that's why we see a lot of teams, they don't actually do that efficiently like that, like Haz just did. And in matches yesterday, we've seen so many people getting droned out and sitting in the same spot, which have like made them lose their lives. So good on him for being able to get out of there so quickly and fragging those last 2 players. That was amazing effort from Mako.
10 seconds remaining.
Now see the transition to the bottom floor.
5 seconds remaining.
Pretty standard setup as well, with the seems Mozzie is on the room. I'm not exactly sure if Jaeger's going to join him there, but Maestro, Mute, and Legion. Pretty standard setup as well from the looks of things. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Mozzie opening up the hatches for a quick retreat upstairs though, but no one is there to cover his exit, so he might be fragged pretty fast into the round, and Jaeger seems to be taking a position down there in servers. So this round probably will play out around the same, but I reckon it might be more in the favor of Team 122 here if they're able to clear that Mozzie efficiently, which, you know, they've pushed very confidently before, so they should be able to clear him without really any hassle whatsoever.
Yeah, definitely. And they do look like they're getting quite aggressive onto the top floor now, so they should be able to clear out any roamers as quick as possible. But we do see Mozzie has a nice little cheeky drone up here, so it could help him quite a bit with getting some of these frags, but he does know there's too many up there. He is going to retreat down through Piano and try and keep his life and safely return to another spot where there's not 4 or 5 people pushing him from top floor, but that means that Team 1122 do have complete control over the top floor now, and it's going to make it that little bit harder for Mako to keep control, as we do see Edmund taking down Quarren straight away, and that is the Mozzie out of play. There goes the roamers, and what an awesome start to the round for Team 1122 to be able to clear those roamers out so quickly.
Yeah, they definitely did do the efficient job there and clear him out, making it very hard for him to do his job correctly. Only being able to stay upstairs up until like a minute or 2 minutes and 2 seconds. So definitely making it hard on the roamers there, but Team Mako here, they have got a stronghold down below still. They still have the Jaeger, who seems to be making a late rotate up the beacon stairs, but IQ is ready for him, tags him up but doesn't find the kill. Has running upstairs now, peeking towards the connector thinking that there's more players, but it's just the IQ and admin at the moment. Maestro also pushing up to peek the hatch to try to assist Jaeger now. 50 seconds left in the round, and Haz gets a melee kill onto CT. Not exactly sure what happened there, but yeah, then
Probably taking out Corrupted as well, so Haz, nothing bothers him by the looks of things. Tags up a little health. Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm going to still get aggressive, he reckons. My life is almost gone. I might as well, but we will see Charlie taking out Waifu, and then Pow fragging back on Edmund. There is a nice little trade back. It is going to tag up Haz. Is he down, or is he really, or he's on really low health, I believe, so
Defenders have eyes on the diffuser.
there we go. He's only just alive, Haz here, and they have got the diffuser down. Jimmy's going to get a nice little headshot onto Haz, leaving it up to Maestro to do all the work here, as we will see him needing to push back through, and Buck's already holding the angle here, so looks like, yeah, there we go. Team 1122 are going to secure round 2 there. They definitely pushed that round really well, being able to get into the top floor, clearing all the roamers, forcing that Mozzie down the hatch into Piano, and just picking him off there was just a really pivotal moment for that team, and got to hand it to Team 1122. They did play that really structured.
yeah, they definitely did clear that room very fast. It was only one roamer. The Jaeger and the Maestro pushing up Visa stairs definitely threw a spanner into the works in how they were pushing. However, their main centered push was through the garage wall, which the Thermite and the Thatcher had breached, and Buck managing to drop through the hatch onto site and secure a lot of ground and just really allow for that defuse to be planted, and just a simple mistake really, but from letting the Buck come in and just sways the game in the other favor completely in a matter of seconds.
I didn't even see whether or not they got much vertical open either, so I do believe they pushed heavily through that breach in the garage wall towards the end there, as they were able to get that open so quickly, and they still had about 50 seconds left when that was open, so there was no question that they were going to be able to get that diffuser down.
Yeah, definitely. They had that Sophia on the yellow stairs as well, watching for that rotate in case someone tried to peek the Thermite planning in front of the white van, and Buck dropping the hatch actually cut off everyone that was stuck in the cafeteria. So yeah, very decisive victory there to Team 112 over Mako. Mako are playing this pretty well, and they're making pretty good decisions, but it's just a bit of lapse in judgment of where Team 112 are actually pushing from, it seems, at this point.
10 seconds left before
And
insertion.
as I said when we first started here tonight, Team 1122 definitely a very strong team. We did see them dominate all the way through qualifiers,
Attackers
even
objective
through
is to defuse a bomb.
qualifier last week, their first qualifying matches, not their first qualifying matches, their first Challenge League matches. They managed to take out a map really convincingly against Divo, so I do know that they're a strong team. They do have really good performance, so Mako are going to have to pull out a lot of stops here to try and counter these guys.
Yeah, they definitely will. They have already managed to get one round though, so... And Quarren managing to take out Charlie fairly early into the round, so that's the Buck out of play now for the garage hold. That's definitely gonna have a large impact on how Team 112 are going to take this. However, they didn't really need the Buck's verticality last time in order to really secure the site and do their job and just get it done, really. So we'll definitely see how this plays out, but it might make it all that little bit difficult for Team 112 now.
Yeah, so I definitely feel like Mako prepared for that roam clear a little bit better just then, and they definitely did get in, and to be able to take out Buck so early, a really good pick for Mako to get.
Yeah, definitely the high impact frags, and we'll see Hats being tagged by Jimmy there, taken out. Coming up from, I believe that was the center stairs, also managing to kill the Thatcher as well, so leaving the Thermite, IQ and Zophie to do the rest of the work. There is no hatch denial, but there still is that echo in play, which could really cause to be a problem later on without that Thatcher. However, they do have the IQ to deal with it, but just a matter of if CT manages to use it effectively or not against the echo there. Minute left on the clock as well, so still anyone's game at this point.
Yeah, it definitely is. We do see a nice angle coming out all the way from the top of the top floor as well. Sophie is looking down, and
Here we go.
looks like Thermite had a lot of trouble trying to get that one open just then. I'm not sure if there's still a mute jammer there or what, and Sophia just missed it, but they did eventually get that one open, and they do have a lot of control now. There is only 30 seconds left, so they're pushing a lot slower than we did see in the last round. They're down in men as well, so this could be a very big round for Mako to take.
Yeah, definitely will, but I'd have no doubt that Team 112 will manage to get an early pick from someone being overly aggressive here with the Mozzie. Quarren getting taken out pretty early there. 10 seconds left in the round though. The Echo drone is still up. Thermite's attempting to plan.
5 seconds to go.
Waifu, yeah, now moving the Echo drone. Not exactly getting the angle onto the Thermite, and Thermite will be fragged out by the mute there, and that is the end of the round, and Mako getting a pretty easy win right there.
Defenders disabled the diffuser.
Yeah, they definitely adapted to that one a lot better, and they knew that they were going to clear out those roamers as quickly as possible. So that early frag in that round just then definitely gave them a lot of time to sort of stall Team 1122's attack a lot more. So that was definitely a good adaptation from Mako, and that just proves to us here that this team is really good at thinking on their feet.
Yeah, definitely. That Echo drone as well almost cost them the round there, but luckily it startled the Thermite enough and managed to get him to look the other way to try to shoot at the drone while someone else managed to kill him. So otherwise there could have been some more frags coming out from the Thermite there, and could have been a more decisive victory for Team 112, but close round nonetheless, that one. But Team Mako managing to win it with a 3-man advantage at the end. Definitely well played by them.
Also going to note here that this map is fairly hard to attack from, especially when you've got a structured team holding down defense. So for them to even take a round so early into this match without even sort of knowing the way Mako is going to be holding it is really
Attackers need
impressive.
to locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah, definitely. Team 112 though, they might be able to adapt in the next rounds to come, but I feel as if they had a little bit more verticality onto that cafeteria area. They might have been able to get a few more frags before they went down to attack and finish their execute, but that pick on the buck early round definitely threw that out of play completely. So definitely a good pick by the Mozzie, and the roam played much better to how it was before and completely just adapted to how Team 112 were playing.
10 seconds left.
Yeah, so we're definitely seeing Mako adapting.
5 seconds
Now
to go.
we've got to have a look and see if Team 1122 can adapt to this as well. And we did see Mako holding this site really well in the first round. I'm interested to see how Team 1122 are going to adapt to that. Especially the really aggressive play that Jaeger did have, even with such minimal health. So it looks like they are going to go for a heavy admin push again. Whether or not they can frag out Haz here on that Jaeger will be a really strong moment for them as well. But do they know that there is a pulse downstairs? We will see Edmund taking out Maestro straight away. That is a big pick for Team 1122 to have straight into the round.
Yeah, definitely. Maestro probably having a late setup, and Echo now being fragged out by Edmund right there. On to Thatcher, also in the admin it seemed. So 2 heavy anchors, 2 ACOGs falling this early into the round is definitely not good for Mako here. The Pulse is still downstairs, so he might be able to get a lucky kill, but it looks like he's being thrown out and pushed by player now entering Visa, but Haz ready to back him up there. That means there's only 1 player left up on site, the Smoke, left to defend this incoming horde of attackers right now. Not exactly sure if they know where he's playing from. Corrupted though. Definitely ready for the push.
Definitely going to be really hard for Mako to try and rotate back upstairs now as well. Everything is barricaded off. Pulse is going to go for a sneaky run out. He is going to collect a kill onto Cholly. CT is going to immediately frag back on Haz though, so this does leave it down to a 4v2. Still got plenty of time. Diffuser's already going down. Pulse is going to get a nice little C4 from the ground, but it's going to get immediately traded back by Jimmy, and Dab is going to collect Foreign for the final kill of that round. And that was such a beautifully pushed round from Team 1122 just then, and they did push. They pushed with aggression, and those 2 early frags from Edmund definitely won them that round.
Yeah, definitely. And Dab there on the Thermite for that final kill on the Pulse. Just in the right place at the right time, I reckon. Couldn't have been any more perfectly timed than that. But Team Mako still putting up a good fight and using what utility they had there. And that 3v5 it was at the very start. So definitely a team not to underestimate in a situation like this. So
yeah, and you know, even scores, we're seeing a lot I've found so far in this Challenger League, a lot of round for round trades. So the teams this season definitely seem to be very evenly balanced. It's anyone's game. Obviously, having those teams relegated from Pro League as well is going to chuck a lot of pressure on other teams. None of these teams, I believe, have ever been at that level. So to see them playing as well as they are, to be able to adapt to each other's play styles like this is amazing as well.
yeah, they're definitely playing some pretty good Siege right now, but the strategies that we see like being played out today, they're not really too much than standard strats that you would usually see in ranked and stuff, but does look like that they're playing the top floor a little bit differently this time by not reinforcing that projector room wall.
10 seconds left.
Opting to just leave it soft instead. Not exactly sure why they're doing that,
5
but
seconds to go.
it is
Attackers
or
must locate
Team
and
112,
defuse
they
the
have
bomb.
brought a thermite each and every round, so they might just be trying to switch them off that. Oh no, they have gone and reinforced that wall now, quite late into the round, so pretty stock standard setup again.
I feel like Mako have a lot of indecisiveness when they are setting up rooms. And that's what cost them a couple of lives last round, was the fact that they're still trying to set up late into the start of the round. And Edmund going to get a nice frag off again onto Waifu, and this is the second time in a row he's been able to get a quick peek off and take down a defender that easily early into the round. He's just doing so well on these repels onto this admin window.
Yeah, these late setups as well, definitely not serving Mako very well, because they've just lost Mozzie within the first, like, 5 seconds of a round, but it seems everyone else is in position, but maybe just not bringing enough utility on the shotgun, and Edmund is going to find a second kill onto Corrupted there, and Dab coming in with a thermite and managing to kill Quarren, and Jaeger being fragged out
Attackers have
by
located
Jimmy,
the bomb.
and it seems like 112 are going to just push this straight 5v1 against the Maestro. Not exactly sure how Maestro is going to come back from this, but Tower does manage to frag the IQ, but will get fragged out by the Ash. Jimmy doing a nasty drop shot there for the last kill.
So Team 1122 again, very aggressive, getting those nice frags off really early, as well as they're just playing so well as a team. And we do see Mako struggling quite a bit with the aggressive plays that they are trying to pull here. So whether or not we see Mako trying to adapt and maybe play a little bit more passive against the aggression, I always like to try and counter that with that, because when you've got a team that's really, really aggressive, if you're not going to peek them, but they know you're there, they're not going to push you as hard, because there's a bigger chance of them dying unless they all swarm you at once. So I'm interested to see how Mako is going to hold this one down. They're going to the same room once again, so they're going to have to try and pick up this slack here a little bit if they do want to take out this last defense round.
We have seen Has opt to go for the castle this time, so
Attackers need to locate and
it's gonna be
defuse the bomb.
interesting to see where he places those. It might just be somewhere around admin to protect his team from being picked off as early as they have before. But hopefully they do speed up on this setup time and not be as indecisive as they were the last 2 games. And yep, Az is going to be putting that castle smack bang in the middle of those double doors, so then can't lose players to that angle anymore.
Yeah, so they've definitely thought this one through a little bit better. The adaptation of that castle coming out. Definitely going to stop Edmund from getting those nice little cheeky repel kills, so he has got quite a few of those.
5
Good little adaptation from Mako. Will it be enough to stop the aggression of Team 1122? Nobody knows, but let's see how this does play out. As Foreign gets a nice little cam outside, so that'll prove to be very handy as well, especially when the repels start to come out into play.
Yeah, it might scare them off those south windows a little bit more, but they have got the IQ in play, so Valkyrie is not really too much of a threat to Team 112 here, but Edmund, definitely seeing that castle barricade. I'd be a little bit frustrated if I was him, to be honest, seeing that completely just stopped him peeking that same angle.
We do see him get quite a few nice little shots onto Jaeger just then as well, so he is going to go in quite deep, but just misses the rotate out from Jaeger there. Going to hold a nice little angle, hoping that he was coming. This drone work from Team 1122 is absolutely amazing. You can see how structured they're pushing as a team, as we do see Edmund taking down Corrupted there, and an early frag again for Team 1122. We see Dab taking down Haz, and Quarren's going to refrag back onto Dab, and Edmund taking out Waifu there as well. So once again, Team 1122 definitely got themselves into a comfortable position early on into the round.
Yeah, they definitely have, and the last 2 operators being left off the site, Valkyrie managing to be picked off by Charlie there. Oh, no, sorry, that was the Maestro being picked off by Charlie there, and the Valkyrie left below projector room, still with the C4 in hand, but not managing to deny that plant, just looking for a pick above the hatch right now. But Charlie getting aggressive and saying, no, you cannot have that kill, coming around and just taking out Valkyrie, and that's going to be the end of the round for Team 122. Definitely taking out that victory pretty easily there, to be honest.
One of the more aggressive teams I've seen on attack so far, Team 1122, weren't wasting any time getting that roam clear done. Taking admin office like that every round that they did was absolutely impressive, and unfortunately Mako just couldn't counter their aggression.
Yeah, Team 112, you can definitely see how versatile they are as well, with Edmund being placed on that Thatcher just to sit and hold those angles as well. Just while someone else drones, and then Mako just quivering in their boots, just deciding to peek the corner straight into where Edmund's holding and just cleaning up easy kills left, right, and center.
Definitely are. So we are going to see Team 1122 now going on to the defense side, and I wonder if they're going to play their defense as aggressive as they played their attack, because if they do, I feel like it might throw another spanner into the works, especially we've seen Mako not quite as aggressive as the rest, but interested to see how this one does go. I haven't seen these two teams swap roles or play on opposite roles yet, so I can't call what's going to happen for this round, but I'm definitely excited to see how this one pans out.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Team 122 here, they're opting for the Dock and the Rook combo. Probably going to try to play refrags as hard as possible here. They've got the smoke as well and the Valkyrie to give additional support when it's needed, but definitely looking like a more aggressive round coming out of Team 112 here. With the two French operators coming out, two ACOGs, you know, very powerful guns and pretty tanky as well with the Rook in play, so...
Yes, they've opted to bring both Dock and Rook. Very heavy impact plate defenders, I would say. Able to get those long angles out and sort of counter those long angles that the attackers can get onto this site. So I feel like it's a good move from Team 1122. I thought they might have got a little bit more aggressive, but we're going to see Sledge already in admin here and has complete control of that one. I feel like Team 1122 are definitely doing more of a turtle hold and sticking closer to room.
Yeah, definitely. It didn't look like Mako droned that at all in admin, so they must have had several pre-placed drones there, and they kind of seem to have done their research on how Team 112 is going to play if they're making decisions like that in an early Challenger League game. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out, because Mako here, they might know exactly how Team 112 are going to be playing this and might just be able to mop the floor with them, but on the other hand, there is the Dock and Rook ready to just bite back with the refrags as well, so it's definitely going to be an interesting round, this one.
Definitely is, and there's not much action happening right now. I feel like Mako are trying to figure out how they're going to attack this one. Team 122 definitely set this one up well for a turtle hold. They're wasting a lot of time, especially paying these passive angles. Mako aren't quite sure how to attack this one. We have a lot of players coming from different angles here, so if they do try and push in the last minute, it might cause Team 122 to be a little bit frantic, but at the same time, they have all their lines covered right now from what I can see, so it's going to be an interesting last minute of this round, and we're going to see Waifu taking out Edmund straight away. Not quite getting enough shots onto that Dock to get a kill. We'll get some shots straight back, and he is going to get taken down by Dab there. Dab holding a nice little angle onto those Visa Stairs doors there. That's a really good angle to be holding right now.
Yeah, definitely. Team 112 failing to capitalize on that long desk pick onto the Rook that was playing by the bathroom. And we're going to see Quarren take out CT as well. Then Charlie pick up Corrupted. Jimmy taking out Tau as well. Left in a 2v3 situation now. Mako versus Team 122 here. The diffuser is down at the top of Visa Stairs. Has looking like is going to try to make a play on that player in the CEO office, or maybe attempting to get a
10
plant
seconds
down.
left.
He is going to try to get that plant down, but Quarren is going to go down at the wrong time, and Haz is going to clean up. Dab, sorry, is going to clean up Haz there with the final kill.
And once again, just that passive play that we did see from Team 1122 just then was incredible. Mako took so much time trying to figure out how they were going to attack that. They did get some nice kills onto them, but unfortunately, Team 1122 just had that site locked down really hard, and that's what we would expect to see from a team like Team 1122. They played their attack so structured. We couldn't expect anything less for their defense.
Yeah, they definitely played that well. When that rook fell, the doc just ran straight back into the CEO office, and they just held from there and kept playing their refrags. That smoke going for a little bit of a risky peek out of the connector there, but managing to tag up the player just enough so then distract him from the other player who'd moved back to the bathroom, which was the Jaeger that managed to get that frag and make it more favored on the team on the side of 122 there, instead of Mako, who was taking a lot of ground a little bit too fast.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
We will see the defenders now in 112 going on the bottom there. Is that better? Okay. Is it any better? Because I didn't touch my mic at all, so I don't know what happened.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds.
Yep.
Attackers
So
are
we've got the castle here, up in the circle desk, managing to castle it off. Not exactly sure what their roam play is going to be here, but looks like they're holding upstairs with the Mozzie and the castle. It could be interesting to how this one plays out, denying a lot of the vertical gameplay, but seems like Team Mako here, they're going to be trying to attack the visa office and the admin, but not really too much happening, not really too many drones going out, except for droning side right there. It looks like Sledge just lost his drone to the Mozzie, so see how this is going. And Thermite and Thatcher managing to get that garage wall open with 2 charges coming off. Kincaid not managing to trick it in time, but he does trick the second charge off, and has now getting some valuable intel to where that Maestro camera is going to be positioned.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And not really too much happening yet. The roam is still upstairs at the CEO office. No one's really threatening to push them out there, but Mozzie just does get traded there, or does get fragged out by Quarren on the connector window. Edmund failing to get the kill there, but left on 1 HP and Corrupted now taking out Edmund, and Dab managing to take out Quarren on that Twitch that was on the connector window. Waifu now taking all of the ground upstairs with Corrupted, managing to clear the room and get rid of all those castle barricades that are in their way, and as will take out CT down on site there, and Jaeger getting traded out by Waifu, who's dropped down the hatch. Now left Jimmy in a 1v4 situation, taking out Haz, but the diffuser does get planted. Manages to take out the Sledge on yellow stairs, but will not be able to clutch that up as Waifu does take out Jimmy coming down those spiral stairs.
That was a really aggressive push from Mako, and really well done to be able to get control of those top floors so quickly. Definitely a pivotal moment for that team that round, and I don't think Team 1122 were expecting Mako to push that one so aggressively. So well done to them to be able to get in there and get that done so quickly. They had so much time on their hands. The diffuser went down, or was going down really quickly as well. So there was no doubt in my mind that Mako had that round, especially once the 2 roamers upstairs got taken out.
Yeah, that was an interesting round, that one. Team 112, they could have definitely played that a little bit better, but Team Mako definitely coming in stronger there and managing to take out all of the other players and clear the roam pretty efficiently. They did waste enough time, but definitely did swing in favor of Mako there. Just slight little mistakes by Team 112.
Yeah, we'll see how they adapt to this one. They do know that Mako are probably going to push those roamers really aggressively again, so whether or not they opt for a more passive approach and turtle this room like they did the first round, and put that pressure on Mako to try and see how they're going to attack so many defenders in such an area. They definitely did hold that one down really well in the first round, so it'd be cool to see them do that again in this round now. But for Mako to be able to adapt to the way Team 112 are playing as well as they are at the moment, and having 3 rounds on them so far is absolutely incredible. What a really good effort from Mako so far.
Yeah, definitely. Mako is definitely putting up a really good fight here against Team 112, but it is 5-3 now, but we're going to see how they try to attack this. They have proven to be fairly strong on attack so far against Team 122, so it'll be pretty interesting to see how this plays out. Again, Team 122 opting for the downstairs play instead of going in the split site or just for the meeting hall or the main lobby hold, which definitely is a smarter idea to do, holding downstairs rather than those 2 sites. But Mako definitely coming in with strong attacks on this site.
Yeah, they're very struggling to be able to get in and sort of try and start putting pressure on these roamers straight away, like Sledge is doing right now. Is a really good effort. He's got control of admin already, so he's able to push in and clear the rest of these, especially making or forcing a few of the defenders to sort of drop down with just a simple drone could be really effective as well from Mako right now. And Kaid's on standby to try and get this garage door to stop being breached, but it does sound like it's going to come open here, and they're going to get both walls open really quickly, so that's a huge push from Mako there. And we are going to see Waifu taking out Dab, and that is the Legion down. That's a huge pick from Mako to get right now. We're going to have another one push in through the meeting room here as well to try and clear these roamers, and it does look like the roamers have been forced to drop down and start playing the lower floors, as we do see them attacking quite heavily. Going to be interesting to see how Team 122 can collect themselves now that there is so much pressure from Mako coming down on them at the moment.
Yeah, this castle strat has definitely assisted their roam a lot with like wasting how much time, because Team 112, they're failing to deal with these barricades and flush these roamers out when they drop the hatches, and there's not really any avenue that they can take to try to really kill them at all, except by peeking them from a window or managing to drop a hatch. But Quarren will get taken out by a Claymore on Edmund, and Waifu there is going to be traded out by Cholly. Cholly then falling down to Corrupted there, but now Team Mako have got the vertical control. Thermite's managed to sneak in the garage though, and Jimmy has spotted him on his Echo drone, deciding to ping him. Sledge taking some vertical control right there to try to prevent his teammate from being killed by the defenders, but not exactly sure how this one's gonna go.
Yeah, I'm not sure how this one is going to turn out. They have to get the diffuser down now if they want to get this round, and we're going to see a huge push from Corrupted. He's taking down CT. They're going to try and get a last-minute take on this diffuser here. Echo still having a drone up, but I don't think he can actually deny this plant. They're going to get the plant down, and Mako going to get the final frag onto Echo there, and that was an incredible push last minute from Mako to be able to achieve there.
Yeah, they definitely played that right. Thermite getting aggressive when he's needed to after that first Echo drone stuns him, and managing to get that frag, really secure the ground and move out of the positions of the Echo drones completely, while Sledge just coming in with a big play, dropping the hatch and taking the ground and making sure his teammate's not in a direct threat of Echo at all right there. Definitely
a good push from Mako, and we are seeing these rounds getting evened up now as well, so I'm interested to see how Team 112 are going to collect themselves, as we are getting towards the end of this match, and obviously no team wants to go into a tie, especially when points are so important in a league series like this. So let's see how they end up holding this one. I do believe they're going to hold it very closely like they did previously, but whether or not Mako do adapt to that as well. So as we can see, Mako are really good at thinking on their feet currently to try and adapt to Team 1122's playstyle. So still anybody's game at this point. I would like to see Team 1122 maybe defending this room a little bit better than they did in Garage.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how this one's going to play out, because the last few rounds have been up and down all the time, and it's always down to like 1v2 situation or some crazy scenario as it is. But this round definitely looks like Team 122 here. But they might have a little bit more of the advantage with the Maestro and the Echo both being in play here, which is two insanely strong defender operators that they're allowed to have here. But no doubt Mako will somehow find a way to come around it as they have before and try to get another victory. But on the top floor it is a little bit harder to avoid these ACOG operators than it is on the bottom floor, where you're able to just get the vertical control. You actually have to challenge them through the long angles this time, or play off the windows and try to get a lucky pick if one manages to run by. So definitely going to play out a lot differently to the last round, but yeah, still anyone's game at this point.
We've seen Sledge every round so far, just jumping straight into admins. Now, I'm just going to put this one down to Mako having drones pre-placed and able to clear admin like instantly as soon as the round has started. So it's good to see them get such strong control so quickly. But as we've seen in the first round, Team 1122 are again holding the site so closely. So they're going to have to try and adapt to the way that they are holding this. And they've got so many angles lined up here. So I'm interested to see how Mako sort of switch it up and try and force themselves into these sites without getting taken up by these long angles that Team 1122 seem to be holding.
Yeah, Waifu there trying to get a pre-fire over the shield and trying to pick off a player, but no one is exactly playing there at the moment. It looks like one is playing the bathroom in the top of yellow, but no one deciding to challenge him there yet. But Corrupted here and has looked like they're ready to make a play on the top of Visa stairs into meeting, but not yet committing to it with all of the utility that the defenders still have up. Probably just waiting for that IQ to give some necessary intel on where some of those gadgets are placed, but you never really know. IQ playing the connector window instead. Thatcher making the play into meeting. Getting challenged by that player in connector, but not exactly getting fragged out there. But being pushed back out by that smokes grenade. Definitely good use of utility there coming in from Team Mako.
We definitely still have the C4s coming from below as Chelly takes out Waifu. Haz is going to take down Chelly, but Dab is going to get another kill back onto Corrupted. We are going to see a revive happening onto that Thermite there as well. So the numbers are still even. However, the attackers do have that disadvantage of having lower health. So interested to see how they do start to push this one in. They do only have 20 seconds left now. So it's going to be really hard for them to get in. We're going to see Dab having a nice little angle onto Visa stairs and taking down Haz there. Only 3v2. They've only got 15 seconds to push in. It's now or never for these guys, and we are going to see Thermite jumping in. Doesn't have much health, so it's going to be more than likely he should be getting traded out here very soon. We're going to see IQ going down, and Thermite isn't going to get the plant down, but it's going to keep his life.
And Team 112 will take that round home by just managing to waste enough time there on the attacker side. Definitely wasted a lot of time with that Thermite being down somehow. Not exactly sure what happened there, but it was on the ground by the time we did see him. So Diffuser being dropped outside the meeting room balcony there. So definitely a big fumble on the side of Team Mako, but Team 112 picking up another round and taking it closer to home, really.
Yeah, so we're on match point now. It's now or never for Mako to prove themselves worthy, as they are going to attack Garage and Cafeteria again. And we've seen them push this one before. We've seen them push it well. So we do know that they have a great chance of winning this one. We're going to see now if Team 1122 can adapt to their aggressive roam clears and actually maybe waste a bit of time upstairs. They haven't successfully done that in the previous round. So I'm definitely interested to see whether or not they can shake it up a bit and get those roam clears not so successful from Mako.
Yeah, this will definitely be another interesting round. Each of these have played out a little bit differently to each other, so it's not exactly the same thing being played out every single round, which definitely makes it a good round to be casting, but also very interesting gameplay coming out here, even though they're using pretty standard setups from the look of it, except for Team Mako with their castle room. That was very interesting to see come out, but looks like some pretty standard reinforcements and stuff being placed here by Team 112 with the Mozzie on the roam upstairs. Probably going to be played similarly to how Team Mako played it, with the castle dropping down and trying to just waste as much time as possible, but definitely see how Team Mako adapt to how Team 112 here are going to be playing the roam and see if they're able to clear it efficiently enough to be able to get to site in time.
And it definitely is very important for those roamers to try and waste as much time as they possibly can, because we see when they don't, we've seen how dominating Mako can be. They get those walls open so quickly, they get in there, they get the diffuser down, or they waste enough time and have enough time for the other player left alive to rotate in and make sure that that diffuser is safe to plant from echo drones and any form of denial that they may have.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Yeah, definitely. The echo drone has been left up pretty much every single round with about 20 seconds left in the round, which has really helped Team 112 take a lot of these victories home. Team Mako struggling to deal with the utility that Team 112 are bringing to the board, so
definitely going to see a little bit of room clear coming out here as well, and Twitch does know that Jaeger is in trying to waste a lot of time. We've got a lot of time getting wasted from the droning, and I don't know if the droning is less efficient right now or what's going to happen, but it does look like Mako are going to make their way down spiral stairs here, and they've already cleared that top floor, so they have full control of that, and whether or not these roamers can waste enough time in this lobby piano area to have themselves, give themselves time advantage. We're going to see Dab taking down Corrupted, but it's going to get immediately fragged back by Waifu, and that does... We do still have Mozzie upstairs. See, I didn't know Mozzie was still upstairs here, and that's huge for Team 1122 to still have somebody so high. Obviously, Mako have just completely missed the fact that he's up there, so he now has control and will be able to pull out any flanks necessary to try and pick off these operators.
yeah, that's definitely a big thing, missing the Mozzie upstairs, especially with 50 seconds now left in the round. If Team Mako do manage to get that wall open, the Mozzie could rotate downstairs and deal a lot of damage while they're trying to plant. And the Echo still up as well. 40 seconds now left in the round. Charlie managing to pick up a kill onto Wara there on the Twitch, but Mozzie not downstairs yet. Capital's made his way into the lockers area. Echo still holding strong, watching that yellow stairs. The attackers now have got that wall open, but that Echo drone is waiting. 20 seconds left on the clock, and Bandit's still playing behind the white band, so...
seconds remaining.
Thermite managing to get that pick onto the Bandit there, and onto the Echo, and Mozzie being taken out by the Capital there, now pushing into Cafeteria. The attackers having complete control of the map. Capital does get dropped by the smoke, but smoke being quickly dealt with by Haz there, and I think that's gonna wrap up that round. That was definitely on the edge of our seats, really.
I was not expecting that round to have that outcome at all. I thought, Team 112 still have a roamer upstairs. He's going to become very handy towards the end, but I do feel like he pushed back down into room way too quickly, so they didn't actually play their advantage on him as well as I thought they might have. And again, Mako just adapting on their feet there and being able to get in, push that so hard at the end. Team 112 just weren't prepared enough for that.
Yeah, and Team Mako also making that entry through the garage with the Thermite and the Thatcher. Now that the wall was open, Thermite just went and got his frags and secured the round, really, taking out that Bandit and that Echo player, which definitely threw Team 112 off completely there, which relying on their Echo drones probably a little bit too much, especially if their player is going to be fragged out in the last 20 seconds of the round.
Yeah, we're
Definitely
gonna
coming in with a
see.
good round.
Locate and defuse
We're
bombs.
also going to see a bit of a room change here as well. Obviously, Team 122 losing Garage now, I believe, 3 times or just 2?
I think it's just been 2 times so far.
But they're going to go, you know what? We're not going too well on this site. We're definitely going to try and change things up a bit. Whether or not they're going to be able to hold this one down, I do find that this is an interesting switch, me personally, especially with how Mako have been attacking it and getting that control so easily. Now this room does come with a lot of benefits if you can get those roamers cleared quite quickly, so whether or not Team 122 are going to be able to hold this one better than they did in Cafe and Garage there, I'm not too sure, but I'm definitely interested to see how this round does pan out. This is obviously match point for Team 122, but this is also the chance to for Mako to be able to tie this one out for the first map.
Yeah, it does look like a pretty interesting operator selection coming out from Team 112 as well. Deciding to place some of the castle barricades upstairs instead of downstairs to stop this rush that's going to flood in from the garage, but they do have that pulse ready in the cafeteria and another player ready in the pulse hallway. So this is definitely going to be a good round to watch. Team Mako definitely coming in strong there, but seeming to stall at the garage wall. Quora deciding to go on the rappel there up to the CEO windows. Not exactly sure if that's to drone or try to pick a player that's playing on the top floor, but looks like Team Mako here. They're going to try to storm through this garage and really give a punch to Team 2 here.
This is definitely an all or nothing kind of round, as well as this is going to be whether or not Team 122 can take out this first map or whether or not Mako can tie this up. So definitely important for both teams here, and I'm definitely interested to see how this one gets played out. They're droning quite efficiently once again. They're just trying to get sort of handle on where everybody are. It does look like they're going for a very heavy lower push here, which would be smart if they can frag out all of the people playing from below, but at the same time they still have those 2 roamers upstairs left in play as well. So if they do get this control down lower, they're also going to try and bait those upper roamers down as well. We're going to see Mako taking out Cholly straight away with that nice little pistol shot there, and Team 122 aren't able to get a frag back at all, so this is a really good position that Mako have got themselves in already.
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of interesting how they haven't pressured Visa at all, and they've just gone straight for the garage push, and it's working perfectly for them at the moment. With Waifu trading another kill onto Edmund there, but Dab taking out Tao, Has getting another kill onto Jimmy. Now in a 4v2 situation, the Smoke and the Jaeger left upstairs with the attackers all downstairs. Twitch managing to get that kill on the Smoke, running down or running back up to the meeting hall. Now left Jaeger in a 1v4 situation, stuck in the teller's room. All his exits are pretty much covered, and he will be killed. And Quora picking up a lot of kills there and taking out a lot of players on that room.
Yeah, and that one does take this into... Oh, it does look like we've got a little bit of an error here. This is supposed to be a 6-6 draw, so we are going to over now. That is the end of the round. 6-6 draw to... Well, obviously, 6-6 draw doesn't mean to anybody, but we are going to transition over now, and we'll be back very, very soon with game number 2.
Take me away from home. Show me all the places I've never known. And we'll chase the night. Erase all of these broken dreams in flight. And we'll fly. Up here, we're free, bound only by frozen memories. Lost in time, racing all these broken dreams tonight. And we'll
Welcome back. We are now into match number 2. This is on Clubhouse right now. We did see Consulate putting these two teams at a 6-6 tie. So, going to be interested to see if a team can take this one out or not, or if it's going to be a tie again. Both teams performing very, very well in that first map. So, I'm definitely interested to see how this one goes out. We're into the betting phase. Once again, this is match number 2. 6-6 tie, the first one. What are your predictions this
Clubhouse, probably not exactly sure, because Team Mako, they did just pull some stuff out of nowhere, really. Team 112, definitely favoring for the more structured approach from things and heavy droning and strategic pushes with the controlled aggression as well, so I really don't know what's going to happen here, especially with that Capital ban just coming out there, and the Thatcher, which is going to definitely throw some stuff off as well. So, I don't know, maybe Team 112 might have a slight advantage on this one, but they are on attack first, so it's definitely going to be...
Capital ban on attack first isn't favourable for them, but at the same time, they do have a lot of other operators that they can utilise to help them there as well. Like, you know, you've got your Twitch, you've also got your Maverick. So anyone really, Zofia can still get in and counter, especially that top site. But the lower sites, if they do opt to bring like a Kaid for the hatches, is going to be a little bit more difficult for them.
Yeah, definitely. And the Maverick is going to stay in play for Clubhouse. Maverick, definitely a big operator to have in play still, so the Echo now being banned by, or being banned as well, so it's definitely going to throw the gameplay into a bit of a mix compared to what happened last time on Consulate with the Maestro and the Echo being left up, leaving a lot of defender utility to play around for the attackers. But this time, not so much, and it seems like Team 112 have not favored to pick that Maverick at all, unless it's going to be a 6 pick, but they're opting for the double hard breach instead with that Twitch to replace the Thatcher, it looks like.
Attackers need to locate
Definitely a good plan as well here. They have a Kaid, but at the same time they have 2 hard breaches. I don't feel Maverick would be too useful. Definitely not the quickest way or the most efficient way to open up a hatch. So I feel like they've opted well, especially to set up for this site. They've done quite incredible. Good choices from them so far. It does look like Mako are going to opt for a fairly standard setup here as well. I don't think there's really any other way you can hold this room, especially how strongly structured strats are around just the base nowadays.
Yeah, definitely. Haz is being placed on that Jaeger though, so it is going to be interesting to see if he does get put on the roam, because we all know that he is a very dangerous player once he's being put on that roam. And the rest of the team setting up site still. Nothing too out of the ordinary, it looks like, from the site setup. A few shotgun holes here and there that are a little bit out of the ordinary, but otherwise just barricades and hold strong from the looks of things. Smoke is heading to dirt as well, probably just to keep safe for the start of the round, as there is a lot of vertical gameplay that does happen around the kitchen at the very start. And it does look like Team 112 here, they are going to be droning a lot. No one has really been placed on the roam that I can see, but definitely opting for the more turtle type strategy here, which we've seen a lot of today already.
We do know that Team 112 like to get fairly aggressive as well, so I'm definitely interested to see how they do attack this round, especially with the Thatcher and the Capitao being banned. Obviously Thatcher's really useful. Not so much on this site, there are other ways to get down, but obviously if there is a Kaid or an Electro Claw on Moto Hatch, it's kind of hard for them to get in and open that one up, so that does give a strong advantage for the defense side.
Yeah, it is a little tricky trying to get a Twitch drone in there just to get the claw off of the hatch, and Twitch drones will be taken out fairly early, but they have also opted not to bring any anti-drone material whatsoever, so they're just straight up opting for shooting the drones as they come in, completely reading into how Team 112 are going to play this. So it might be a round that favors your Team Mako this round.
Definitely are, and Mako have done such a good job of wasting a lot of time. So they are down under a minute now. They still haven't, I don't think they've opened up any hatches, so they are going to have to push this one hard. Haz is playing quite an aggressive angle onto these main stairs. I don't know if they know that he's there or not, but it's going to be interesting. We do see Edmund taking down Tau, and he's going to get a second kill onto Corrupted as well. That's an amazing pick off from Habana upstairs there. And oh no, she's downstairs. Oh, that's interesting. She's going to get traded back by Kaid now, and then Dab's going to get Haz the 4v2. Team 1122 definitely pushed this one more aggressive than I thought they were going to. Lesion firing some shots there, but missing quite a few of them. And we're going to see Kai getting taken down from the hatch there. And we got one left. The diffuser is going down. There's going to be nades thrown out. Waifu is going to have a big job here if he does go and clutch this round out. So we're going to see how he plays this one out. He knows where they are. There's some live pings coming off. Obviously, a really good cam placed in there from Maestro. So he is going to get a lot of intel from those. But at the same time, they know exactly where he's coming from. He's going to try and get a few shots off. But Team 1122 are going to take out round number 1 there with Charlie securing that final kill onto Waifu. I honestly didn't expect Team 1122 to get in there and get as aggressive as they did, especially with how much time Mako managed to waste in the beginning there.
Yeah, that opening double kill with the Hibana into Armory, taking a lot of ground very aggressively when they needed it as well. And then Cholly opening up some really nice angles upstairs to hold those main stairs and also to look down through into Armory and get those necessary picks onto the Cade, the other operators playing in there, then just able to rush down blue with the remaining player and drop the hatch and really just secure the round for them and the side as well.
Definitely did a really good job, and we are going to see Mako opt for Church and Arsenal again. So we're going to see if they can hold this one off a little bit better this time. They did waste a lot of time at the start of the last round, so Team 1122 only having a minute to push that towards the end there. Put a lot of pressure on Team 1122, but at the same time, also a lot of pressure on Mako to be able to hold off such an aggressive push from especially the Hibana dropping through blue there and just able to absolutely annihilate with taking that double frag. Definitely secured them that round, I believe.
Yeah, it does seem that these teams do opt for the more just send it type gameplay, just jumping through hatches from what I've seen in the few Challenger League games that I have been lucky enough to cast. But this one definitely going to be playing out pretty well on Clubhouse so far. Definitely a lot of action and a lot of teams managing to bring it back from what seems to be an unwinnable situation, but they've definitely proved that wrong. So the defenders opting to hold downstairs again instead of switching it up and going to the cash room, bringing pretty much the same lineup as well on the attack and the defense side. Nothing really much has changed, so I'm expecting this one to play out about the same as how last round did, but maybe Team Mako will be slightly more prepared for how aggressive Team 112 will be towards the later end of the round.
We did see last map as well. Team 112 definitely had a very aggressive sort of play style on attack, so I was expecting Mako to maybe be a little bit more prepared for the fact of how aggressive these guys did get last map. To be a little bit more aggressive this map would make a lot of sense because this map is so heavily played, heavily strat. It's been around for a long time, so they should know how to play this one and they should know how to play it well. So Mako definitely needs to adapt a little bit to their aggression here, as it is quite a hard site to just hold passive angles from, especially when you get such an aggressive push towards the end. We're going to see Jaeger and Hibana trying to trade a few shots off there, but nothing actually connecting, and it does look like Team 1122 have secured a full top floor hold right now, so they're probably gearing up to do a similar push like they did last round.
Yeah, unfortunately, Team 112 did let that Jaeger waste enough time to come back to site as well, completely unscathed, so now they're going to have to deal with a 5v5 situation, trying to clear out site completely this time instead of having those dwindling players, and the Hibana hasn't exactly had as much luck with getting that first initial double kill, and they're left on very low HP now, so it's going to be left up to someone else to try to get that frag, and Charlie managing to take it down on Quarren Rare, so and one of their players is Thermite Dab. Has positioned himself at the bottom of main stairs, definitely a power play right there, but just missing that Maestro as he jumps over, and Charlie picking up another kill onto Tau there, leaving it into now a 1v1 situation as Jimmy takes out the smoke and has taking out the Thermite, but running up the main stairs and giving up sight, but he has got the diffuser and he doesn't manage to click Twitch in the head there, and Twitch does manage to get away and secure that round for Team 122.
Yeah, and once again, Team 1122 very aggressive on their attack, and I don't think Mako are ready or are prepared for them to be pushing so heavily. Especially, you know, Buck just getting in there on probably getting in there with Buck and just absolutely fragging there. Having everybody push, it seems like they're just in one unit. They're such a strong, structured team, and they're pushing very well together. So, Mako opting for a different room this time, as we are going to go and see them take CCDV and Cash. What do you think this round's going to be like?
Honestly, I don't think it's going to play out much differently because Team 1122 have brought the double hard breach, so that wall most likely will come open, especially with only the Bandit being in play and not the Cade as well. So they have got that Valkyrie and the Mozzie though, so you might try to see some verticality come out here from Team Mako, but other than that, I'm not exactly sure how this is going to play out, except Team 1122 are definitely going to be able to apply a lot of pressure onto Team Mako in this site.
Yeah, and with how aggressive Team 1122 have been both across the first map and the first 2 rounds of this map right here, definitely interested to see how aggressive they're going to get to push this one. Their drone work, and you know, I found they drone clear really quickly. That frees them all up to be able to push together and push together in sync. And you know, if one of them gets killed, they're looking for that trade back almost immediately, and they've been so successful in getting those as well. So that's been a really strong point from Team 1122 across both maps so far. I'm definitely interested to see what happens here. Habana's wasting no time at all trying to get that wall breach. I feel like she did just get a hole down in that one, and Thermite's going to bust through this garage wall here as well. So they're definitely opening up some nice little angles for themselves and trying to get themselves into a nice position to have a lot of advantage on the defense side right now.
Yeah, it looks like Team 112 have positioned themselves quite aggressively at the moment, managing to get that wall open, I think, with the Hibana and Thermite getting through the garage. So then the garage player is definitely under a lot of pressure at the moment, but Corin will manage to pick up CT there on the Twitch. I believe that was over towards the bedroom side or just out in the main area near the motorbikes, but Jolly will pick up Tau as well. Edmund has made himself into lounge here, trying to find that pick on the player playing the red stairs, but very low HP and being pinched by this Valkyrie potentially on the room as well. Jolly not making too much room in the garage, but Thermite here now making the play to go up to the main wall, hopefully being able to get that open if he wants to secure this round for Team 112, but Bandit has put his charges on the wall, and Jimmy will take out Corrupted with their nice headshot through the wall there, and Buck and Zofia now up in the top of garage with Thermite outside the breach where Hibana has made a hole. The attack is not really having much health to deal with this situation at present. I'm not exactly sure how this one's going to turn out at all now that Thermite's been able to get that wall open, but Team 112 opting for more of the aggressive play here, going for the plant, managing to down that Jaeger through the drone hole as well. The C4 will come out and disrupt the plant, forcing Jimmy to pick up that diffuser and start planting. He will get it down as well, but Mozzie will come out, frag Jimmy down, Waifu landing a very nice headshot there. Now left to deal with the Thermite and deals with him quite adequately. Now gets that defuse. Mako securing a very good round there.
Definitely looked like it was falling apart for a second there for Mako. They did get that first kill onto Twitch though, so that would have given them a little bit of confidence going into that round. And that Mozzie just at the end there getting really aggressive onto both that Zofia and the Thermite outside definitely was a smart play. I don't think they were quite expecting such aggression, as we have seen Mako trying to hold more passively towards the end of rounds. So definitely a big strong push from Mako there. Mako being able to secure their first round on defense so far.
Yeah, that round definitely could have played out a lot differently. Team 112, they keep their constant aggression up, and I think Mako is just reading into that now and being able to get some cheeky rounds here and there by abusing how aggressive they are being with that plant timer going down and how they really cover each other. That Jaeger unfortunately got taken out through the drone hole, but there's not really much you can do about that in the situation. But you know, definitely an interesting round to watch that one.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Yeah, it definitely was interesting, and Mako being able to secure a defense round definitely, hopefully gives them a little bit of confidence here to sort of deal with Team 1122's aggression as they are going to try and push this, I would assume, the same way as they've done every round so far, as they are attacking this one. So interested to see how Mako can adapt to this one. It doesn't look like they're setting up the room any differently to what they normally would. Standard setup again. I just wonder if they're going to try and adapt a little bit here and have somebody up on the...
10 seconds left.
Yeah, really would benefit Team Mako here if they did have more of an aggressive roam strategy. It does look like they have brought out that pulse and they have brought out that
Attackers are moving out
Jaeger
to locate
once
a bomb
again,
and
but
defuse it.
it's really dependent on if they're actually going to play those players upstairs or not, because Team 112, they're definitely very strong at roam clearing with their drones. It seems like they're sending in 3 or 4 at a time, but I have no doubt that Edmund here is going to be able to go and open that blue hatch pretty early into the round after this initial roam has been cleared. That's been called in, but Team 112 here probably having the advantage, seeing that they are just such a much more aggressive team taking this bottom site.
And we do see Hibana getting upstairs straight away, and he's going to get a nice little frag out onto Hazdow on the Jaeger. That Jaeger roam did not work out at all for Mako just then, and they have lost such an important aggressive roamer straight away, and they're going to open these hatches up so quickly. Smoke has got a lot of work to do to try and defend this one, as we have seen Hibana absolutely just running in there, and you know, in the first round we've seen her secure 2 kills straight away by pushing the same drop. So whether or not Mako are prepared for the wrath of Hibana right now, definitely interested to see how this one is going to work out for them.
Yeah, definitely. That Twitch not really turning out to be too useful here for Team 1122, as the drones have been getting shot each and every time. Haven't really chosen to switch off that operator yet, which is quite interesting, but if they've kept it, it must be working for at least something, so they must be at least managing to get some of the ADSs off the wall, or managing to destroy a Maestro camera here or there. You never really know, but they have... Team 112 here seems to have opened up the floor a little bit more, which definitely will swing the match into a little bit more in their favor if they're able to get this pulse out of that armory area, really just destroy all of the players that are in there at the moment. Pulse will miss the C4 and won't even damage Thermite that was up there trying to get the hatch, but that will leave a gaping hole in the floor. Thermite able to cross over though and get his Thermite charge down, completely ignoring the Cade charge and managing to get the hatch open at the same time, and Shelly wastes no time in here getting the floor open at all.
We did see Pulse successfully taking off and shooting through and getting that first exothermic charge off the hatch just then, but unfortunately couldn't quite get those bullets to connect on the second one. They have got kitchen open now. Huge advantage. Pulse is not going to move at all though, and is going to try and hopefully pick up a kill here. The nade is going to take quite a bit of damage. He's going to get lit up quite a bit, and it's going to be so hard for him to try and hold that off. Well, he's going to get a nice little grenade onto Quarren there. Tao is going to take down Jimmy. Tao also taking down Edmund here as well, and that's a huge play from Tao right now, but Cholly is going to frag him back. It's a 3v2. These attackers looking quite strong right now. Diffuser has gone down. It is up to these 2 defenders now to try and rotate into sight, but Smoke is going to get dropped here. And it is up to Kaid right now to try and push through and hopefully prevail on this one. Has got a nice little C4. It's going to collect CT. So I do believe it's a 1v1 right now. Yeah, there's only Buck left. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't have any intel whatsoever. He's going to try and bait a plant right now. But Cholly is going to get a nice little shot off and secure that round for Team 1122 once again. Mako definitely trying to adapt a little bit to the way Team 1122 have been pushing this site, but unfortunately didn't quite match their aggression there towards the end.
Yeah, Team 112, just the dominant team when it comes to attacking the bottom floor. Just able to get the hatch open, just ignoring the Cade charge by thermiting the floor next to it, which is quite clever, and Shelly just cleaning up everyone on the Buck, doing an excellent job at that, and everyone else just playing the refrags as well once they drop into sight and secure that ground that's much needed to get that diffuser down. So Mako struggling to hold it here a little bit, as they did have more of a blue centric hold there and a church hold, but they did have that pulse in the kitchen who just, by out of sheer luck, didn't frag that thermite with the C4, so
Attackers need to
that was
locate
just
and
an
defuse
unfortunate
the
round
bomb.
for Team Mako there.
Definitely was unfortunate. Now I am interested to see them taking it again. Now this is the 4th time they're gonna try and defend this one so far. So 4th time a charm. Not too sure that's the saying. I would have liked to see them maybe try and attempt to hold gym and bedroom, especially seeing as this site hasn't been successful for them so far. But, you know, they did get quite close last round. They might have a little bit more confidence coming into this one now.
10 seconds.
I'm hoping with the addition of Legion and Vigil here, we might see a more aggressive
5 seconds to
roam
insertion.
coming off. That will definitely help them, especially if they can get that denial on the hatches and stop Team on 1-2-2, setting them up towards the later.
Yeah, definitely. It would have been good to see Team Mako actually go to the gym bedroom site, because it does favor a more passive playstyle, which might actually play into how Team 1122 are playing with their hyper aggressiveness, it seems, by dropping into the kitchen armory seamlessly every round uncontested, except by a couple of players where they trade out a few shots and just secure the ground so fast. Obviously, the roam here isn't working for Team Mako at all, so their bottom hold is hindered a fair bit by that, just from the sheer amount of pressure that Team 112 is keeping up on those roams. But Waifu here,
He tried
managing
to
to
rotate
take the middle as well.
up those stairs a little bit too late into the round, and obviously if you're going to try and rotate so late into the round, it's going to be really difficult, especially if you don't have a position set up already where you can hide. You're going to try a heavy roam into strip. Not quite sure if this is going to work out for him, as they are going to be able to clear out into lounge, bar and stock right now and get those hatches popped open. They haven't opted to bring a Kaid this time either, so it's definitely going to be even more difficult for them to sort of deny the hatches now, as we can see. Again, they're just opening up nice angles. There is absolutely no roam control right now from Mako, and Team 1122 definitely going to be setting up for another aggressive push.
Yeah, definitely. We might actually see Team 1122 here set up for a church wall push, but Corin will take out CT on the Twitch again. Not really too big of an impact frag to go down early into the round, but there is a minute left, and it does look like that Team 1122 here are setting up to take that hallway. Thermite already pushing down the main stairs and narrowly missing the kill on the pulse there. Charlie already opening up the floors and trying to get some intel with his drone. Edmund also on the drone as well. Just a drone outside. Jimmy attempting to poke at blue to see what the defenders are doing, but not really any trades has come out yet. But Dab did manage to go down on that thermite, and Quarren managed to pick up Edmund as well. Corrupted onto Jimmy, and Sholly onto Corrupted and Tau there. Not exactly sure what happened, but Waifu just managing to pick up Charlie there in the armory on that Vigil roam. They did something that worked that round, and I'm not exactly sure what it was, but they played that pretty well.
I feel like they just had their entrances covered a little bit better. So Pulse playing in that oil pit drop, really good decision. He was able to frag out there. They were expecting Team 1122 to be aggressive once again on those hatches. Obviously, they got a little bit aggressive back by peeking the breaches on the floor. Pulse was able to take out Twitch as well. They were able to frag out 2 players quite early. That left Team 112 at a significant disadvantage. So definitely a stronger hold for Mako. I'm quite relieved to see them on their 4th attempt to actually win that room. So we are going to head back up to 60 cash. We did see them win this one with flying colors last time, so I am hoping to see that again this time.
Attackers need to
Yeah,
locate
hopefully
and
Mako
defuse
do
bombs.
clean up their act a little bit, because it did seem like they were playing a little bit sloppy those first few rounds, so we did see them on defense. But it does seem like now that they've won that downstairs hold, that they might have just figured out how Team 112 are playing, and they might finally be playing into how they might be attacking this. Doesn't look like too much of an odd setup for CCTV cache. Pretty standard reinforcements and pretty standard operators being picked here with the Mute Bandit.
10 seconds to go.
Not exactly sure how they're going to play their roam though, because that Valkyrie did get them that early pick onto Twitch again over by the gym. This time opting not to bring the Valkyrie at all. So maybe a little bit less intel this round, but definitely will be interesting to see how it plays out again. But not really sure how Maker is going to hold this time.
A little less intel, but at the same time, they do have a lead and can provide a lot of intel, providing he's places in the areas where there's a lot of high foot traffic. And we do know Team wants to get really aggressive towards the end. So I feel like Legion definitely a good pick for this site, especially he can slow down these pushes so much. And you know, obviously if a Goomine goes off, he knows exactly where that goes off. He knows exactly where they're trying to push through. So, as much as they didn't bring Valkyrie, the addition of Legion in this room, I feel like could be a really good pick Nico here.
Yeah, Legion I feel like could be a bit of a double-edged sword if he isn't played correctly. If he's played down in that lounge area, he could potentially waste a lot of time, do a significant amount of damage, but Edmund will get killed by Tau on that Maestro very early into the round, taking out one of the two hard breaches, which will put a large dent into Team 1122's attack and capability. But it does seem like they've already got the garage control, and Tau will quickly be dealt with a grenade and a few bullets sent up his way as well as he's trying to squirm out of there. But Team 112 now seeming to stall as they've finally covered that ground, trying to recalibrate what they're doing on the attack and get some claymores down to cover there.
And there was definitely a couple of kill trades coming out there as well, which was really vital, especially for the attacking side right now. So they were able to even up those numbers. We did see a man disadvantage at the start there, but that was an absolutely beautiful push to take that garage control from Team 112. We are going to see Mako has getting a nice little shot onto Dab. Also collecting CT there as well, as he does get very aggressive. And we are going to see Waifu taking down Jimmy, and Mako going to secure round 6. And that was a really quick ending to that round. Mako were like, we are not playing around this time. We know you're going to push aggressive. We're just going to get aggressive back, and won their gunfight. So props to Mako. That was an absolutely amazing round.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like Haz has finally stepped up, and same with everyone else on the team, just trading aggression for aggression. Especially on that Jaeger playing in the lounge late into the round as well, when few operators had already been picked off that already hindered their attack in the first place, just leaving it really down to funnel into some locations late into the round, which he definitely played into and hit some amazing shots and definitely played well for Mako there.
Definitely did, and it is good to see that Mako were able to even out those rounds at the end of their defense. It's obviously never a good feeling losing that many defense rounds so quickly, especially on a map like Clubhouse. Obviously, it took them a while to adapt to how aggressive Team were in this map, and after 3 church losses, it was really, I feel like that church win was an important part of Mako to go, look, we do have what it takes to beat these guys, and we're going to show them that. So whether or not we're going to see the same sort of passion come out with their attack now, definitely interested to see how Team 1122 do play the defense, and whether or not they're going to be aggressive or completely turtle like they did on Consulate earlier.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see this, because it looks like CT here has put shotgun holes all across the armory wall, which might make it a little bit more difficult to hold if the attackers do manage to get control of the armory hallway there, but they must have a solid strategy set up for this, and they must be ready for whatever Mako has to dish out. So they're making plays like that with the shotgun holes in the wall. They're definitely going to be playing this aggressively and trying to peek as much people as possible to push that hallway. So you might see a lot of aggressive play come out from Team 1122 here again, and maybe Mako will struggle attacking this, but who really knows, because Waifu has already made their way onto the main stairs, pushing down as Ash, already covering a lot of ground.
Yeah, so He's definitely taking his role as Ash seriously here. He's going to try and get in and get those entry frags open. Clear a lot of ground as fast. Obviously, with Ash being as quick as she is, it's really important for her to get in and try and get that entry frag. If they can pick off even one defense operator, it gives them a huge man advantage. And we are probably going to see her try and take this moto room now. And I would like to see her just drop the hatch and get aggressive here, but it doesn't look like she is. Haz is actually going to make more ground than we have seen Ash make so far. So definitely interesting to see IQ pushing up so deep straight away, especially because she's such an important operator. And we're going to see Edmund try to go for a C4, completely miss there. Just wondering how Mako are going to try and attack this one, as we do see that Team 112 do have quite a strong hold on the lights right now.
Yeah, it does look like Team Mako have tried to set up for a Church Wall push, but Thatcher is off the board, so taking Church Wall with the Cade and the Bandit still in play is next to impossible if they're both constantly trying to trek that wall. So Cade here is in the armory though, and they have not got any anti-gadget at all to try to work with that wall. So as they're stuck down at the bottom of these main stairs here, and they've opened the moto hatch with not really much ground to cover. It looks like Thermite has dropped in the hatch though, but Jaeger will be easily dealt with down in blue by Ash and the Maverick, covering more ground now, really starting to push these players out of Church.
Going to see Kai get a nice little shot onto Waifu there. Edmund's going to take down Tao. CT taking down Quarren. Has eventually getting a refrag back onto Edmund there. We're going to see Choli taking down Corrupted, and it's a 3v1. IQ has a lot of work to do if she does want to pull this round around. Only 20 seconds left now. She's got to work. She's got to work quickly. She does have the diffuser though, so there is a possibility of a plant, but they've got both sites covered and covered well, so definitely going to be an easier one for Team 1122 as Choli does collect that last kill. And that was a very good hold from Team 1122 down here. Played very passively. I do find very aggressive attack, very passive defense. Mako don't know what to make of this team, and they're just struggling to adapt to their playstyle currently.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like that, but the scores are still quite even with the 4-3 split. But Team Mako here, they might try to pull something else out. It is good to see that they're bringing the Maverick into play on this map when Maverick is still on the table, but Team 1122 here opting for the gym bedroom instead of the CCTV cache, switching off of the castle though, which might prove that taking the window is a lot more difficult, especially with that Blackbeard now in play.
Yeah, that 6-pick off castle to that instant 6-pick off switch to Blackbeard is going to make it probably a really bad choice to actually switch off that castle just then, but we will see what Team 112 decide to do with this. I'm surprised, I'm not quite surprised actually, that they are going into gym bedroom. At the same time, definitely a good site to hold, I feel, especially if that Kappa Tower being banned as well. So as long as they can hold off that jacuzzi wall from getting opened, especially with how passively Team 112 can play, they do have a really good chance of holding this one down and holding it.
Yeah, the gym bedroom as well, definitely throwing into a lot of counterplay there, but unfortunately the 6-pick off of the castle and going this site at the same time isn't really the best move here from Team 1122, as Team Mako did manage to read into that play and 6-pick onto a Blackbeard. So the Maverick and the Thermite still being kept in play though with the Sophia and the IQ. Not really too much for the IQ to deal with here, but the Blackbeard definitely going to come in to be a useful asset to Team 1122 here. Sorry, Team Mako here in the attack of the bedroom.
Yeah, I'm definitely interested to see what thought process wanted, especially with the bans that are out. Dab's going to get a nice little shot off onto Haz there. We are seeing Jaeger getting very aggressive, especially as they are trying to roam clear this garage right now, but we do have Blackbeard outside of that outside of that CCTV window as well, which is going to make that rotate for Jaeger if he needs to very difficult. Maverick trying to get this ball open now. Does know that Bandit is playing there. Could quite possibly get a nice little frag out here on the Bandit if he does try and get closer to the ball, but we're going to see him successfully take off that Bandit charge. Possible upside down repel now from Thermite to get that window open, and we're going to have Blackbeard also on that gym window to try and counter anybody who do try and get aggressive on right now.
Yeah, this round is definitely going to play out much slower to all of the rest, but it might come down to 3 kills being traded out very late into the round, but Blackbeard taking a significant amount of damage there, his face shield being completely ignored by the smoke, peaking with the SMG-11, but still a lot of players left over by server at this late into the round, really. Sophia stuck at the top of Garage as well. I'm not exactly sure what exactly is happening, but it does look like the Maverick and the Thermite have made their way closer to the gym room, but they are struggling to make any ground with how passive Team 1122 are playing here.
Yeah, that's what I found with Team 1122. They are really good at wasting time just by being passive. We're going to see CT taking out Waifu, and then we're going to see Dab taking down Corin. So this is going to be a massive round for Team 122 right now. As Jimmy takes down Corrupted. This is all on Thermite's back right now to see what he can do. He's going to get a little bit of damage taken off by that Bandit wall, unfortunately getting a little bit too close there.
15 seconds left.
He's going to have to push in and push in hard, but
Diffuser has been dropped.
obviously, once again, Edmund taking down tower at the end, just holding a really passive angle, slight little pixel peek here, and being able to collect that last kill. Team 1122 absolutely crushing their defense round so far. They're able to just waste a lot of time, and that puts Mako under a lot of pressure towards the end because they've got to push in. They've lost all their drones from trying to roam clear early round, and then obviously they don't know where anybody's sitting towards.
Yeah, that round definitely did play out a lot differently to what I thought it would with that 6 pick off of the castle, but very smart play coming out from the Bandit there, which ran back into the bathroom and held onto one reinforcement to reinforce it off after the Thermite had made the ground in there and after they had got the wall open. So that was very well played there, and then just played passive on their angles and waited for Team Mako to just peek into them. And they definitely did with the confidence that the Blackbeard brought to the team. So Team 112 there just completely outplaying Team Mako by all means.
Yeah, they definitely did a really good job holding that one, and I would assume they're going to do quite a similar hold here. They are setting up Garage right now, so see what they do with that one, as we did see Team 112 getting in there, aggressively taking Garage push earlier, so whether or not Mako can match that aggression or the aggression that we might see coming off whoever is playing in Garage this round, it's pretty interesting, but it does look like sort of a standard setup for the rest of the round. Without that Capital or that Thatcher, this wall to get open on the outside is going to be more difficult, but they are utilizing that Maverick as I thought.
Yeah, Maverick's not going to be proven to be too useful here, especially with that Cade in play this time, because getting a Cade Electro Claw with Maverick is a lot more difficult, but they have brought the IQ with them to help locate it, but might not prove to be enough here on the CCTV cache room, because that does take a lot of effort and a lot of time to try to get that off the wall in an efficient manner whatsoever. So Team 1122 here definitely proving to have the advantage by just the Garage wall. If Team Mako decide to attack it from that direction, it may opt to go for a more gym-sided take here and a construction side take, but you never know, it's still the start of the round, and Thermite getting that server wall open already.
Mako definitely making quick time of getting that wall open. It's going to give them a huge advantage now, and we're just going to have to see how Team 112 do adjust to this one. They do still have Garage control though, so there are some nice little angles that they will have access to, as it doesn't look like Mako are trying to effectively clear Garage. They're always going to have that one person sitting at the top of Catwalk there, and obviously Team 1122 still holding down construction with Jaeger as well. So
Attackers drop
I've got
the
quite a
diffuser.
few angles, and we're going to see how Mako decides to push this one, but they're going to have to be really careful, especially if they don't go for that clear through garage.
Yeah, definitely. It did look like that Cloran on the sledge there was trying to poke at the players that were playing in the construction, trying to push them out of there a little bit. And it looks like he did prove to be kind of successful, for the Jaeger has actually moved out of the way, but Maestro not being cleared in the garage could prove that Waifu also picking up a nice shot onto Edmund there that was playing the Valkyrie. But yeah, by not clearing that Maestro in the garage, oh, and Tau, doesn't even matter, just
That
one taps Jimmy.
Was a beautiful shot from Thermite to clear that garage hold just then. We're going to see Smoke trying to get very aggressive, but unfortunately couldn't make anything from that. We do have a 1v3 right now. Jaeger's got a lot of work to do if he wants to do anything with this, and I'm interested to see how he's going to push this. He is stuck on Catwalk, so it's going to be hard. Only 30 seconds left for them to get in and get this down, though, and it does appear that they do have quite a bit of intel left in the room, so Jaeger knows exactly where they are right now. So it's all on Dab, 1v3. Only 20 seconds left. I'm interested to see if they're going to push in and get this one down, and they definitely know where they're coming from. And there you go, Maverick kind of get a little bit aggressive at the end there and take down Dab, and Mako going to secure round number 9. These teams are still going round for round, and that's very interesting, especially since this is the exact same way the first game went.
Yeah, definitely. Team Mako, though, just proving to just have the superior gun skill there. They just completely throw roam clear and garage clear out of the window and just say, like, hey, why do we need to clear it when I can click ahead? Just Tau with the one tap, and then Waifu as well on the Maverick, cleaning up that Valkyrie with no effort whatsoever through the construction wall, just absolutely dominating Team 1122 there. Definitely not what I expected to come out, but yeah, definitely a good round to watch.
Definitely was, and Team 112 definitely have quite a bit of work to do if they do want to take this match point next round and secure a win for themselves. But it doesn't seem like Mako are a team for giving up easily, and we've seen them prove themselves last round and then proving themselves again, and being able to keep up with a team like 1122 who qualifiers absolutely dominated, and we've seen them in such strong performances against also. For Mako to be playing at this level against them, definitely not counting Mako out of this one as well. They could bring it around, they could still win this, so at the moment it's anybody's map.
Yeah, definitely. Like, you can't really predict how a team is going to play and who's going to win on what map, especially with these two teams that seem to be so evenly matched on Clubhouse as well, which is just such a team-centric map. Like, they're just trading rounds for rounds, really, and no one's really getting ahead, and it's just a constant struggle for that number 1 position at the moment. But Team 112 still holding strong, now on the downstairs hold as well.
Definitely holding strong. We've seen them win round on their first defense. They win this room on their first defense round, and they won it quite well. So I'm interested to see whether or not Mako do make quite an adapt here and try and get this one off. They are going to get these Kai charges off quite quickly though, which is really good work from Twitch. So those hatches should not be a problem for these guys right now either. And they do have both Maverick and Thermite, so getting all hatches open should not be a problem. Whether or not they're going to push it the same way as we do get towards the end of the round, or whether or not Team 1122 can slow them down as much as they did the first round is also going to come into play here as well. So definitely interested to see how this one does pan out. Mako definitely need to sort of think on their feet here.
Yeah, definitely. It is good to see that Twitch drone finally get some use though. Team 1122 being a little bit slack on watching those drone entries this time and letting the Twitch drone come in and get that K charge off of the hatch. Some of the earlier rounds did prove that trying to get a Twitch drone into the site was a little bit impossible, as the defender team would just watch for where the drones would enter from. And we will see Thermite get picked off the board very early into the round by Charlie there in the kitchen.
Was he able to get the hatch open? Got taken down.
It does not look like it. So
That is a
Thermite
huge advantage for the defense team then if they haven't got the hatch open, because they're still sitting pretty here in blue as well without the hatch open. So it does look like the only hatch they managed to get open was that Moto hatch leading into church. So Mice is going to get a little bit aggressive on that wall, able to take out Jimmy, but Edmund is going to trade back Waifu there. Some nades coming in onto Edmund here. Edmund's definitely going to feel the pressure. He's going to get very aggressive. Charlie's going to take down Haz. Edmund's going to take down Corrupted. What a round from Team 1122 to hold that, as Charlie does take down Quarren to secure that round. And once again, Team 1122 just proving that their aggression always works for them. Mako just struggling to win their gunfight to get such an aggressive team.
Yeah, like, that round, I believe, just came down to the impact frags that just happened, like, Cade being able to take out that Thermite so early into the round, and also denying the kitchen hatch. Like, that's kind of huge, especially when you're holding Armory. If the kitchen hatch isn't open, then you can't really do much through it, and there's just a sledge left upstairs to try to pick off the Cade, who's aggressively peeking, and then time's running out in the round, so you can't keep peeking that for the rest of the round if you don't want to lose, pretty much. So yeah, Team 1122 there definitely coming out with a more decisive victory than Mako trying to push that site, but we will see them move up to the gym bedroom. Has moving on to the Jackal, which might prove to be quite interesting if Team 1122 do see to have a roam, but last time that they did hold this, they did successfully turtle the site, so Jackal might not be proving to be so useful.
Team 122 definitely have quite a restricted sort of defense structure. They do tend to stick around the room and hold really passive angles. This does cause Mako to get sort of stressed out and unsure of how to attack, because obviously if you're going to walk into a room where you'd expect maybe one roamer, there could be two people holding that same angle. And obviously the trade backs that Team 1122 are getting and the impact frags that they're getting so early into rounds are just huge for this team right now. And we have seen them adapt quite well. Obviously they bring the castle this time in hopes that, you know, maybe a Blackbeard was in play, but that didn't even bother them last time they held down this site. So match point now, 6-4. Mako have a lot of work to do if they do want to bring this one round and try and tie this one up.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure if Mako is going to be able to bring it to the top floor, seeing how well Team 1122 held this before. So I definitely think this might be the end of the game, but I'm not going to say that just yet, because Mako have been able to pull some amazing plays, seemingly out of thin air recently, even though the odds have been stacked against them completely, so not exactly sure what's going to happen this round at all.
Yeah, I can't call this one either. We did see them open up this jacuzzi wall quite successfully last time, so if they get that in there again without losing as many players as they did so quickly last time, they should have a good chance at pushing this one. But in saying that, Team 122 definitely another turtle hold. Kaid's going to get very aggressive and try and go for a roam here. He does know that people are pushing through the garage. Can he secure this kill? No, he's not trying to peek that. He's going to return up to CCTV there, but definitely Mako have a lot of work to do right now if they want to try and stay in this one and secure this. Charlie's going to take out Haz. That is the Jackal. That is a huge frag straight away for them to take. Charlie again taking out Waifu. He's just frag city right now, this guy.
Yeah, Charlie is just proving to be on his A game today and just getting the impact frags, especially on this map. He played the Buck superbly the last few games there, taking out Charlie, which ends his powerful regime of holding that server room right there. But Mako still 3v4 here against Team 1122. The smoke's still in play and 1 minute still left on the clock, so they have plenty of time to work around with to try to take the site, but unfortunately that sledge will fall in the billiards table by Dab, and leaving Thermite and Twitch to push through this construction room right here.
They're going to both funnel through construction here as well, which is going to make it so easy for them to be picked off. Twitch is like, nope, I know what's going to happen if I do try and push there with you. But Castle proving to be a nuisance here, and Smoke also denying the entrance windows right now. It's going to be very hard for Mako to try and secure this one. Thermite very passively trying to sneak up here, but obviously I'd say Team 112 definitely know their play here. A lot of shots going down from Twitch. Twitch has jumped in already. Couple shots getting traded off. We're going to see Thermite fall down there. Corrupted's going to get TT. We're going to see Twitch absolutely fragging out onto Jimmy, and Edmund's going to secure the win for Team 1122 there. Mako tried their best, but unfortunately fell short.
Yeah, they definitely put up a really good fight there, but Team 1122 coming in just slightly stronger than Team Mako there with that. They're very good at holding Jim. They've just won that completely every single time, so definitely a good idea to bring it to that last site right
kills
there.
From Charlie though, 19 and 5. That
Yeah,
is
he
absolutely
definitely fragged out.
Absolutely. Yeah, that does. That was. 6-6 draw in the first map, and then obviously Team 1122 able to take out this last map was a huge move for them. What were your thoughts on that? I just can't get over Charlie and his.
Yeah, I really don't know. Charlie he's just the frag lord. Like, what can you say? He's killed the Thermite pretty much every single round that they went to try to open up that kitchen hatch, and then he's just killed everyone else who decides to peek him, or who he decides to peek. Like, he almost never lost a gunfight there until someone had a gun already pointed at him that he couldn't react to. So Charlie definitely popping off and carrying Team Mako through that almost, but they definitely did have Team 1122, sorry, but they definitely did have the strats being played around that as well with Charlie's aggression. So definitely well played by them by all means, but definitely not well played by Mako. They gave it their all, came in with some pretty good counter strats there, but it just fell a little bit short of what they needed to secure the victory.
Definitely was an impressive play from Team 1122 at the end. So definitely excited for next week now. I wasn't expecting Mako to take that match so close in the first on Consulate. I wasn't expecting them to draw that one out. I have seen Team 112 perform so well in their play-day, their first play-day. So definitely was good to see them take that 6-6 on Consulate, but unfortunately fell really short on Clubhouse just then, and got to hand it to them. They did really well. Mako adapted quite well to Team 1122's aggression. They did take quite a few rounds on defense and took that one round on attack as well. So GG's to Team 1122 for that final one. That brings us to the end of tonight. That is the end of Playday number 4. We will be returning next week, 6th of November, for Playday number 5, which I apologize, guys. I have a long day. We've all had a long day here. I want to thank everybody for coming to watch and supporting the teams. We'll see you next week. See you later, Wish.
See ya.
See you guys. Have a good night.
You make me weak. You're the one I seek. And I hate that I love you. I hate that I love you. If I could, and I would, come with your heart. Come lost your heart. And I reincarnated. And I reincarnated.